King Parikshith and Takshaka, a tale of fate, fury, wisdom, and liberation, from the ancient scriptures of the Mahabharata and Srimad Bhagavatam. Parikshith, the grandson of the great Arjuna, survived the deadly Brahmastra of Ashwathama while still in his mother Uttara's womb. It was Lord Krishna himself who entered the womb and protected the unborn child. He was then crowned as the righteous emperor of Hastinapura, a worthy heir to the Pandava legacy. One day, King Parikshith ventured deep into the forest on a hunting expedition. Hours passed, and he grew terribly exhausted, parched, and desperate for water. Wandering through the dense woods, he stumbled upon the hermitage of the great sage Shamika. The sage was seated in deep samadhi, completely absorbed in meditation, oblivious to the world around him. Parikshith called out, once, twice, thrice, but received no answer. Overcome by frustration and the creeping influence of Kali Yuga, the king picked up a dead snake lying nearby and draped it around the sage's neck. A terrible insult. When the sage's young son Shringi returned and saw his father humiliated with a dead snake around his neck, he was consumed with rage. Without hesitation, the boy unleashed a devastating curse. He declared, "Within 7 days, the serpent king Takshaka shall bite the one who did this, and he shall surely perish." Upon learning of the terrible curse, Parikshith did not flee, nor did he fight. Instead, he accepted full responsibility for his disrespectful act. He renounced his throne, handed the kingdom to his son Janamejay, and went to the banks of the sacred river Ganges. There, he chose to spend his final 7 days seeking the highest spiritual truth. By divine arrangement, the great sage Shukadeva, son of Vyasa, arrived at the banks of the Ganges. Parikshith asked him the most profound question: what should a man who is about to die do, hear, remember, and worship? In response, Shukadeva narrated the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, the complete story of Lord Vishnu's avatars, the nature of the soul, and the path to liberation. This 7-day discourse is the reason we have this sacred scripture today. On the 7th day, despite all precautions and guards, Takshaka proved too cunning. He disguised his serpents as ascetics carrying fruit as gifts for the king. Hidden inside a seemingly innocent fruit, the serpent king emerged and delivered his fatal bite. The king's body was consumed by the serpent's fiery venom. But Parikshith died fully liberated, his consciousness fixed on the divine, free from all fear. Parikshith's son, King Janamejay, was devastated and furious. He vowed to destroy all serpents and organized the legendary Sarpa Satra, a massive fire sacrifice designed to summon and burn every snake in existence. Thousands of serpents were drawn into the sacrificial fire. But at the last moment, the wise sage Astika intervened and persuaded Janamejay to stop, arguing that the genocide of an entire race was unjust. Janamejay relented, and the serpent race was preserved. And so, Parikshith's curse became a blessing in disguise. Without the deadline of death, the Srimad Bhagavatam might never have been narrated. His story teaches us that death is not the enemy. Ignorance is. Awareness of mortality is the greatest spiritual motivator, and liberation comes not from escaping death, but from embracing divine wisdom. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.